Side villages in China look like scenes straight out of a painting. They rest peacefully along winding rivers, embraced by lush green mountains. With white walls, black-tiled roofs, and arched stone bridges, they preserve centuries of tradition and culture. Here, life flows at a gentler rhythm, fishermen casting nets at dawn, and villagers walking through ancient alleys. These are timeless masterpieces, shaped by harmony between water, nature, and architecture. Today, we journey to discover the most beautiful riverside villages in China. Hidden gems, where history, culture, and breathtaking landscapes meet at the water's edge. Shidi and Hong Kun are two ancient villages in southern Anhui that stand out with white-walled, black-tiled houses and a clever network of canals weaving between the buildings. These villages were established in the 11th century and were home to wealthy merchant families, reflecting Confucian influence in space organization and community life. The area is surrounded by low hills and farmland, creating a harmonious landscape between nature and old, man-made structures. Local residents still maintain traditions such as ancestor worship festivals and folk performances, preserving a unique cultural identity. Visitors can stroll through narrow stone-paved alleys and admire houses more than 400 years old with finely carved wooden details. On misty mornings, the ancient village landscape becomes captivating as calm water reflects moss-covered walls and old black-tiled roofs. Zhoushuang Ancient Town is located in Jiangsu Province and named after a nobleman named Zhou, who owned it during the Song Dynasty, preserving long history and special traditional culture. Zhoushuang hides in the Yangtze River Delta Plains, with winding paths and old stone bridges, making visitors feel far from the modern world. The most striking features are moss-covered ancient houses close to the canal, reflecting on clear water, with slow-moving wooden boats. A mysterious story passed by locals says that on foggy nights, a strange sound of a musical instrument echoes, but no one can find where it comes from. The entire space has stayed almost unchanged for hundreds of years, with stone paths, ancient roofs and bridges standing as vivid proof of the past. The harmony of old architecture, calm waterways, and quiet space makes this a unique destination, giving visitors the sense of stepping into an ancient world still preserved today. Lijiang Ancient Town stands out with a history of over 700 years, formed in the 13th century and prospering thanks to its location on an old trade route, serving as a cultural exchange center for many communities. The old town is covered by a dense network of canals, with clear water flowing between stone-paved streets and rows of black-tiled wooden houses, creating a poetic and ancient scene. Old stone bridges cross the canals connecting the rows of houses, making the space peaceful yet lively. Typical Naxi architecture is shown through finely carved wooden houses and a layout that harmonizes with nature. The locals are known for being kind and hospitable, still preserving traditional crafts and distinctive festivals reflecting local culture. Another unique experience is discovering fine crafts at small workshops or standing on old stone bridges to view the whole Lijiang scene, surrounded by mountains and winding water. Among peaceful waterways, Zitang Ancient Town carries an ancient character with narrow stone alleys winding around old houses by the canals, where every mossy stone reflects the passage of time. Hidden within the residential area is an ancient well tied to a true story about a family whose prayers here led their son to pass imperial exams, bringing honor to the entire village. When the moonlit night falls, lantern lights shimmer on the water, wind slipping through wooden windows, and the echo of paddles fill the air, creating a magical and nostalgic atmosphere. Intricately carved wooden doors with protective motifs reflect not only decorative artistry, but also the history and beliefs preserved by generations. All these elements blend together to shape a Zhitang that feels ancient yet vibrant, where every detail tells a story of history, spirituality, and community culture. Fangg Huang Ancient City is located in the western mountain region of Hunan Province and is named after the phoenix, a symbol of eternity in East Asian culture. Because of the complex mountain terrain and limited transportation, the town remains isolated and less affected by modernization. The architecture features two-story wooden houses lined closely along the river, with clear green water flowing under stone pillars. In the early morning, fog covers the water surface, making the whole town look like it is floating in a blurry space. A strange event often reported is that during new moon nights, people hear the sound of a flute, even though no one is seen playing it. Although restoration has been done, the town still keeps a traditional lifestyle, where locals write letters by hand, burn incense, and make tea every day. This old town stands out with a dense network of canals where old wooden houses line the waterways and stone paths wind through, creating harmony between architecture and nature. With a history of over 1,300 years, it was once a busy trade center thanks to convenient waterways and still preserves many valuable ancient structures today. Curved stone bridges, crossing small canals, connect streets and highlight the distinctive, peaceful, and ancient space. Community life here is closely tied to the water, from traveling by boat to trading along the canals, reflecting a long-standing way of life. Traditional crafts such as fabric dyeing pottery, weaving mats, and preparing local specialties are still maintained and passed down through generations. An impressive experience is sitting on a boat, gliding through narrow canals while enjoying the scenery and listening to old stories told by the boatmen. Nangsan impresses with its open space, where winding canals surround old tile-roofed houses and large mansions blending traditional and Western architecture. Over more than 700 years of history, this place was once a gathering point for wealthy merchants who left behind distinctive old buildings showing a prosperous past. Traditional crafts such as silk weaving, lantern making, and preparing local food are still practiced, enriching the cultural identity of this area. At night, light from houses along canals reflects on the water, creating a peaceful, quiet, and historic atmosphere. A favorite activity is taking a boat along narrow canals, viewing ancient beauty mixed with architectural elegance, while hearing boatmen tell stories of a once thriving land. Sanhe Ancient Town is located at the confluence of three large rivers, creating a unique network of interlaced canals and offering a peaceful riverside landscape. This area prospered since the Song dynasty, and reached its peak during the Ming and Qing periods, thanks to its convenient waterway trade position. Stone-paved roads curve along canals, lined with ancient houses with black tiles and white walls reflecting on the calm water surface. Local people still maintain traditional lifestyles through folk festivals and bustling rural markets during holidays, showing strong community bonds. Visitors can sit on small boats weaving through narrow canals to closely experience the scenery and local culture. At dusk, sunset covers the entire town, casting the shadow of old rooftops on the water, creating an unforgettable scene for travelers. Zhoushuang ancient town is in Jiangsu province, and its name comes from a nobleman named Zhu during the Song dynasty, showing a rich history and unique culture. Hidden in the Yangtze River Delta Plains, Zhoushuang feels far from modern life, with small winding roads and old stone bridges that make the journey here feel slow and special. The most impressive scene is rows of old mossy tile-roofed houses right by the canal, their reflections on still water, with wooden boats gently drifting. A strange story told by locals says that on foggy nights, music sounds softly through the quiet town, but no one has ever found the source, even after careful searches. The whole town has been preserved almost unchanged for a long time, from stone-paved streets and old tiled roofs to stone bridges, making it a true picture of the past. The blend of old architecture, waterways, and mysterious tales makes this place a rare and unforgettable destination. Gulangu Island is a small coastal island with a peaceful atmosphere where winding stone paths weave through lush trees and rows of elegant European-style villas. The island stands out with red brick houses, sloping tiled roofs, and arched windows nestled beside the deep blue sea, reflecting sparkling sunlight in the early morning. Small slopes lead visitors to seaside cafes where they can gaze at the open horizon and distant ships. Little gardens along the paths offer a sense of calm, where locals still keep the tradition of growing flowers and tending bonsai trees. Gulangu is linked to a legend about drum beats echoing from the cliffs at night, adding mystery and charm to the scenery. Here, visitors not only enjoy seaside views and unique architecture, but also feel a slow, poetic atmosphere. Shenyang 8 Villages is a complex of 8 minority villages nestled along a gentle stream, featuring rows of wooden stilt houses lined on green hills. Entering the village, visitors often see locals in colorful traditional costumes holding wooden reed pipes and greeting guests with warm smiles. During festivals, all 8 villages hold dragon dances, reed pipe performances, and courtship songs by the river, attracting many visitors. Winding stone paths lead to ancient communal halls where villagers worship ancestors and hold long-standing spiritual ceremonies. The peaceful setting, rich ethnic identity, and unique architecture make Shenyang 8 Villages a truly unmissable destination. Wuzhong Taihu Lake stands out with its vast area and clear water reflecting the sky, creating an open and peaceful space for visitors. This area has a history dating back thousands of years, connected with river culture development, and once an important waterway trade route. The landscape around the lake is surrounded by green willows and gentle hills, enhancing the natural beauty of this land. People living around the lake mainly work in fishing and aquaculture, maintaining traditional customs, especially folk festivals, and food from the rich aquatic resources. Autumn is an ideal time to visit, when yellow leaves fall along paths, combined with cool air, making the scenery even more attractive. Gingi Lake is a large man-made lake with a surface area of over 3 square miles, located in the center of a modern urban zone, while keeping a balanced natural landscape. The lake has a perimeter of about 9 miles, surrounded by parks, walking paths, and wide grassy areas, making it ideal for outdoor exercise and leisure. The entire area is planned with open squares and eco-friendly lakefront designs that minimize the impact from traffic and industry. The calm water surface reflects the light of modern buildings around it, especially beautiful at sunset and nighttime, when LED lights illuminate the area. At an average elevation of about 16 feet above sea level, and with many green open spaces, Gingi Lake is seen as a model of community living in modern city planning. Tanmu Lake stands out with its large area and clear water, surrounded by green forests and rolling hills, creating a relaxing and pleasant space for visitors. The lake formed centuries ago as an important water source and fishery, and it appeared in many classic Chinese poems. The lakeside scenery impresses with winding paths through pine forests, and green grass, allowing visitors to easily connect with nature. People living around the lake are attached to freshwater fish farming, maintaining traditions and preparing many local dishes from lake products. Every evening, the bright red sunset spreads across the calm water, making the scene vivid and leaving an unforgettable impression. Hawaii gives visitors a feeling that is both familiar and special, with the winding river embracing the old town like a gentle arm that is hard to find elsewhere. This river dates back to ancient times when it was dug to control water and protect the city walls, and today it still keeps its old charm but remains full of life. On both sides of the river, shady trees blend with small wooden piers, adding peaceful and rustic beauty to the scene. At night, lights from riverside houses reflect brightly on the calm water, creating a mesmerizing night picture. In addition, the local dishes rich in riverside flavors are something that visitors will always remember when leaving Hawaii. West Lake evokes a poetic feeling from the very first steps along its stone-paved path, where the calm water reflects soft green willows and distant mountain peaks fading behind mist. In spring, lotus flowers and peach blossoms bloom along the shore, making the scenery vibrant, yet gentle and timeless. Ancient temples scattered around the lake carry the quiet breath of history, their moss-covered curved roofs standing as witnesses to the passage of time. On the lake, small boats drift slowly and gentle waves play under the golden afternoon sunlight, creating a rare peacefulness in the heart of the city. Locals pass down a legend of a mermaid who once appeared from the lake, singing softly to bring peace to the villages around the shore. Walking along paths by the lake, one encounters old trees leaning over the shore, while the quiet figure of a fisherman sits patiently, all blending into an elegant, familiar atmosphere. Kingshu Mountain is a famous tourist area in southern China, and its name evokes the fresh and peaceful beauty of the landscape here. This area has a long history and was once the site of cultural and religious activities of the local community over many generations. The landscape of Kingshu Mountain stands out with green mountain ranges, peaks mixed with wide valleys, and old forests, creating a fresh and open space. Winding paths lead to the top of the mountain, where visitors can view the entire area of rolling mountains and vast greenery. By joining local cultural activities, visitors have the chance to understand more about the life and traditions of the community here, creating a relaxing and meaningful journey. Baisong Kuo Lake is located at an altitude of about 182 feet, surrounded by snow-covered mountains and virgin forests, creating a quiet and isolated natural space. The lake stretches about 10 miles long and 1 mile wide, with greenish-blue water that changes color with the sunlight throughout the day. In the center of the lake is a small, drop-shaped island, where an old wooden and stone building stands in traditional Tibetan style, linked to esoteric beliefs. Local people live mainly by herding and farming, and they keep traditions like lake worship and flag-raising ceremonies in early summer. Visitors can take a wooden boat to the island to explore and hear stories about local legends related to the lake. The surrounding ecosystem includes coniferous forests, rhododendrons growing along the slopes, and native animals such as snow deer and masked civets. In the early morning and late afternoon, the lake reflects the sky and soft purple light, creating a distinct atmosphere of the Tibetan Plateau. As sunset gently falls over Hongy Lake, soft orange light covers the vast water, and small ripples reflect the sky's colors, making the scene shimmer and feel enchanting. The beauty here comes not only from the lake's sheer size, but also from the endless reed fields where wind creates deep, rhythmic sounds like a natural song of the wetlands. Amid this open landscape, flocks of migrating birds fly in long lines, their silhouettes adding life and movement to the peaceful sky. Locals still pass down an ancient tale of a water god who chose Hongy Lake as a dwelling, blessing the waters to remain calm and guarding the surrounding lands from disasters, ensuring bountiful harvests. Walking along the lake's paths, visitors can see quiet wooden boats moored by small docks and old houses hidden under tree canopies, adding a simple, familiar charm. Moments like these make Hongy Lake a place where, once arrived, all the noise of life seems to fade, leaving behind a lasting sense of peace and serenity. Hiandow Lake is a man-made freshwater lake with an area of about 220 square miles, featuring more than 1,000 large and small islands rising from the clear water. This area was created in 1959 after the construction of a hydroelectric dam, which raised the water level and formed islands from the remaining mountain peaks. The lake's water clarity ranges from 23 to 39 feet, making it possible to see the bottom in many areas, ideal for water activities. The terrain curves naturally, surrounded by mountain ranges and green vegetation, offering a wide variety of views from quiet bays to narrow water channels. People living around the lake mostly work in fishing, aquaculture, and tourism, with a peaceful lifestyle connected closely to nature. A unique feature is that two ancient towns still lie underwater beneath the lake, preserved as part of the region's special history. Baishuiyang is located in southeastern China, and its name means whitewater sea, to describe the shallow water flowing over smooth, light-colored rocks. The area lies among mountains and forests, far from major cities, creating a secluded and quiet space. A special phenomenon is that the rock surface stays free of moss, even though it is wet all year round, something that has not yet been clearly explained. The bright, smooth rock surface is not slippery, allowing visitors to walk safely across it. The unique combination of natural landscape and safe walking experience has made Baishuiyang a distinctive destination that attracts nature lovers. Namso Lake is a vast expanse of water, highlighted by green stretches of duckweed and blooming lotus flowers that create a peaceful, poetic landscape. Along the lake are small docks where wooden boats are moored and locals continue their traditional morning fishing routines, adding a rustic yet lively atmosphere. The calm water reflects the blue sky and straight rows of trees along the shore, forming a fresh and expansive natural painting. Paths along the lake lead to simple resting pavilions where visitors can relax, sip tea, and enjoy the view. Namso Lake is also known for its rich ecosystem, home to various water birds and aquatic plants, offering visitors a chance to explore abundant nature. The blend of natural beauty, rustic daily life, and touching stories makes Namso Lake an appealing destination for those who love nature and tranquility. The Li River is striking for its unique karst landscape, with towering limestone walls flanking both sides of the crystal-clear water. Some parts of the river lie deep between narrow cliffs, completely inaccessible by land, giving the area a hidden and secluded feeling. During early mornings, a thin layer of mist covers the calm water, creating a special reflection effect where images appear that don't match the real scenery, which locals call the sky mirror. The limestone formations here have strange shapes, some resembling mythical creatures, others like human figures, as if arranged by an unseen hand. What makes the Li River unique is the unusual stillness. At certain bends, sound seems to vanish completely, making travelers feel like they've entered a world apart. The name Li River comes from an old term meaning calm waters. Yet the real experience blends peaceful beauty with mysterious elements that are hard to explain. Daetian Transnational Waterfall is located at the border, known for its special name as one of the few waterfalls in the world where the water flows across two countries. The location is quite remote, with the road winding through limestone mountains, valleys, and forests, making visitors feel like they are exploring a hidden place in majestic nature. The waterfall is about 100 feet high, and its water cascades down natural rock steps, creating a light mist that brings a cool and pleasant feeling. Surrounding the waterfall are dark green mountains and pristine vegetation, creating a scene that is both majestic and poetic. A mysterious legend says a mountain god transformed into this flowing water to protect the land, so locals consider the waterfall sacred. Experiences like immersing in the cool mist, listening to the waterfall's roar, and feeling the pristine atmosphere offer visitors relaxation, uniqueness, and unforgettable memories. The Silk Road has always been more than just a trade route. It's a pathway full of untold secrets and wonders. Imagine hidden cities buried in desert sands, where forgotten civilizations once thrived. Picture breathtaking landscapes, snow-capped mountains, lush valleys, and vibrant markets buzzing with life. Along this legendary route, every stop has a story that feels larger than life. Get ready to uncover the secrets and wonders of the Silk Road like never before. Zhangye Geopark in Gansu Province, China is known for its vividly colored sandstone mountains, layered in red, yellow, orange, and gray bands stretching for miles. A unique feature is the wave-like folding of these layers that aligns with the slope of the terrain but varies irregularly in spacing and shape. A 2008 geological survey recorded triangular fracture patterns in sandstone blocks that interlock uniformly without signs of tensile stress, raising theories of unusual subsurface pressure. Some mountain slopes also show shallow spiral cracks that do not penetrate the bedrock and do not align with current wind erosion models. Chemical analysis of colored bands revealed that iron and manganese levels fluctuate in cycles every 9 to 11 layers, hinting at an unknown periodic process during sedimentation. At several higher elevations, fine powdery soil layers rest atop solid rock with no visible nearby source, suggesting possible ancient atmospheric deposition mechanisms. The Mongolian steppe stretches across flat or gently rolling terrain, covered with drought-resistant native grasses such as steppe and festuca, forming an open and unobstructed landscape. The term steppe in Mongolia refers not only to the natural environment, but also to a traditional nomadic lifestyle where people move seasonally and maintain semi-nomadic herding systems. Its ecosystem remains stable due to the presence of wild animals like Przewalski's horses, Mongolian foxes, and steppe eagles, all well adapted to semi-arid conditions. An old legend tells of a grey, masterless horse that leaves no tracks and disappears when stared at, often seen during solitary evenings on the steppe. This region was the origin of major nomadic empires such as the Mongol Empire, whose cavalry expanded and connected Eurasia through ancient trade routes. Archaeological remains show continuous signs of settlements, tombs, and early metalworking activity that date back thousands of years on this land. Iskull Lake is a high-altitude saltwater lake that never freezes in winter due to warm groundwater and great depth. The watercolor changes with light, from turquoise to dark blue, while snow-covered mountains around the lake create a sharp contrast between warm water and dry, cold air. The lake bed has a complex shape with uneven shelves and deep pits, causing rare underwater convection. Some explorations have found deep rock structures shaped like ancient foundations, but their origin remains unclear. Historical records mention a sunken city after a strong earthquake, leading to archaeological theories that are still unproven. The lake hosts endemic fish and migratory birds and is now protected as a biosphere reserve with international monitoring. Venice is the only city in Europe built entirely on water, with over 100 small islands connected by canals and stone bridges, forming an urban layout without motor roads. What is remarkable is that all its structures stand on millions of wooden piles driven deep into mud and clay, many of which remain intact after more than 900 years due to constant submersion that prevents decay. A strange phenomenon was discovered at San Marco Square, where the stone pavement subtly flexes with tidal cycles, acting like a surface that breathes slowly in response to pressure shifts. The name Venice comes from the ancient Veneti people, who lived along coastal marshes and developed water-based construction methods before Roman times. When studying the city's address system, researchers found that Venice does not use house numbers, but rather assigns canal codes to each zone, allowing locations to be identified by waterway rather than street. This system reveals the city's extraordinary level of adaptation to a shifting, unstable aquatic environment. Rhodes Island, located in the southeastern Aegean Sea, played a key role in ancient maritime routes and once hosted the massive Colossus of the Sun, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The base believed to support the statue was built with interlocking grooved stone blocks designed to distribute weight and resist tilt without using mortar. During a 2002 survey, archaeologists found an ancient well cluster beneath Rhodes City with lining stones marked by linear symbols that do not match any known Greek script. Sections of the ancient city walls show outer stones treated with a lime and stone powder compound for saltwater resistance, but the formula remains unknown. Paving stones in the Western Fortress Zone exhibit microcurvature under precise measurement, indicating they were shaped to manage runoff without surface drainage channels. Some temple-building stones on the island are made of mineral types not found in Rhodes's native geology, suggesting large-scale material imports not documented in historical texts. Red Beach is located in the delta plain of northeastern China and is known for its bright red marine vegetation covering the entire intertidal zone. The dominant plant here is Suaeda salsa, a salt-tolerant succulent that turns from green to bright red by the end of summer. The ecosystem attracts many rare migratory birds, such as red-crowned cranes, black-billed gulls, and spoonbills that come to feed and nest seasonally. In a 2010 survey, biologists found that the root system of Suaeda forms a thick, spiral-shaped fiber network rather than spreading horizontally like other related species. Local residents have passed down a story of faint pink light emerging from the mud at night, lasting several minutes before disappearing without any trace on the water. A special experience at Red Beach is walking along the raised wooden paths through the red vegetation, where visitors can see the synchronized movement of the plants swaying with the wind, like a continuous wave stretching to the horizon. Athens is set in a natural basin enclosed by 3 low mountain ranges and facing the Saronic Gulf, giving it both protection and maritime access for thousands of years. At the summit of the Acropolis, structures like the Parthenon incorporate a curvature technique where stone columns are slightly convex to counter optical distortion, detectable only through precise measurement. A discovery in 1885 revealed a hidden terracotta drainage system beneath the hilltop surface, designed to keep the limestone foundation dry even during heavy rain. Near the Agora, archaeologists found a carved tablet listing penalties for cheating in the Panathenaic Games, including lifetime bans, showing how detailed and strict athletic laws were in ancient Athens. One ancient stone-paved road connecting Agora to the Acropolis was found with uneven slopes, which when aligned with solar angles matches the sunrise on the first day of the old Attic calendar. This raises the possibility that Athens' urban layout was deliberately aligned with astronomical events, not merely shaped by geographic convenience.
Em uma câmara subterrânea de armazenamento, arqueólogos encontraram uma tábua de argila com caracteres que não se assemelham a nenhuma escrita cuneiforme conhecida, organizados em um padrão espiral simétrico parecido com um diagrama matemático. Algumas pedras de fundação de grande porte foram encontradas com leve capacidade de rotação em torno de um eixo central, quando submetidas à força suave, sugerindo um conhecimento antigo sobre equilíbrio dinâmico na construção. Babilônia não foi apenas o símbolo do poder mesopotâmico, mas também um local repleto de detalhes arquitetônicos e fenômenos arqueológicos que continuam sem explicação. Sob o complexo do templo Exagila, foram reveladas as fundações de uma enorme estrutura retangular sem escadas ou pontos de acesso, o que levanta dúvidas sobre sua função em comum. Essas evidências indicam que Babilônia pode ter servido não apenas como capital imperial, mas também como repositório de conhecimentos científicos esquecidos.
Fukuok is a large island located in the Gulf of Thailand, surrounded by smooth sandy beaches, near-shore coral reefs, and a primary forest system stretching from the interior to the coastal edge. The island's terrain includes submerged sand ridges and coastal rock beds that form isolated ecological zones where rare marine creatures live and reproduce in cycles. One lesser-known feature is the presence of large black sea urchins that appear at night in groups and gather in shallow water with rocky bottoms. In a 2014 survey, experts recorded a sudden change in salinity between two adjacent water zones less than 2,000 feet apart, with no obvious separating current or boundary. Local fishermen have repeatedly seen the beach surface form evenly spaced spiral marks, which occur at the same time each year. A popular activity is snorkeling near the shore, where sunlight passing through the clear water highlights coral clusters shaped like bowls, discs, and floating blocks. Hyundai is South Korea's most famous beach, located on the southeastern coast with a long, flat shoreline that gently extends into the sea. Its natural uniqueness lies in the sand, which is not formed from rock, but mainly from crushed shells and marine organisms, giving it a bright color and high reflectivity. This beach is also home to small, purple-red crabs and thin green seaweed that only grow in low alkaline water. At the start of summer, the shoreline often reveals shallow pools between sand ridges due to intermittent tidal withdrawal, a rare phenomenon in continental seas. The most special experience at Hyundai is walking along the wooden path near the waves, where you can feel changes in temperature as thin layers of water wash over the surface with each gentle wave. Mount Kinabalu is the highest peak on Borneo Island and part of Kinabalu National Park, known for its exposed granite massif with smooth, sloped surfaces stretching for thousands of feet without clear stratification. A rare feature is the presence of nearly parallel surface grooves at the summit, about 2 inches deep and running for hundreds of feet, not consistent with typical erosion or weathering. A 2011 geological study recorded scattered magnetic anomalies along the slopes with no correlation to detected mineral content, leaving their origin unexplained. At granite jungle transition zones, high-altitude plant species form narrow bands along geological fractures instead of spreading widely, suggesting influence from subsurface conditions. Another anomaly is that some boulders have separated into curved layers without vertical cracks, raising hypotheses about a pressure release mechanism not previously documented. Mount Nemrut in eastern Turkey is known for a royal temple tomb complex built at its summit, featuring massive stone statues with detached heads, aligned symmetrically along an east-west axis. A rare feature is that the statue bases are made of compacted rubble layers, which help absorb pressure and prevent cracking under the heavy stone loads. A 2003 geophysical survey revealed an egg-shaped void beneath the central stone mound with unusual magnetic properties, but access is blocked by dense stone layers. Some statue heads are rotated away from their original orientation without signs of impact or natural disaster, suggesting undocumented human alterations. Certain large stone slabs have carved grooves in spiral patterns of uneven depth, not connected to the statues or foundation, leaving their function unclear. Many erected stones contain mineral types not matching the local geology, indicating long-distance transport by methods not fully explained in historical records. The Gobi Desert in Mongolia is mainly a rocky and dry grassland area, with flat terrain mixed with low hills and sand dunes shaped by swirling winds. Some zones show deep, nearly perfect circular sinkholes in solid ground with no signs of collapse around them, raising questions about how they were formed. This region is home to wild animals, such as Bactrian camels, snow leopards, and steppe wolves, many of which survive only in cold, dry environments. Gobi is also an important wintering ground for migratory birds and contains drought-resistant plants with high ecological value. Research teams have discovered dinosaur fossils deep in compact gravel layers, along with sediment that shows curved marks not matching nearby rock structures. Visitors can join outdoor fossil surveys and see prehistoric animal tracks still visible on the dry ground, useful for studying climate change and Earth's geological history. Toba Lake, located in the northwest of Sumatra Island, is a freshwater lake formed inside a giant volcanic caldera and is considered one of the largest known caldera structures on Earth. Its uniqueness lies not only in its vast size, but also in its deep blue water that remains stable throughout the year and clearly reflects the surrounding terrain. Scientists have found sediment layers at the bottom of the lake containing volcanic ash particles dating back tens of thousands of years, helping to clarify one of the largest eruptions in Earth's geological history. Toba Lake holds important ecological value as it is home to many endemic fish species, and the forest around the lake still contains tropical vegetation that remains largely unexplored. According to local accounts, people have witnessed the lake's surface rising unexpectedly without rain or landslide, along with white vapor columns rising from the water at dawn. Visitors often choose to ride boats to the central part of the lake, where the water becomes completely calm and surrounding sounds are almost entirely muted. The Thar Desert is located in northwestern India and spans a semi-arid region with sand dunes, low basins, and alternating layers of soil and limestone. Its terrain is marked by a mix of mobile dunes and compact ground, creating visible sand flow patterns that shift seasonally without requiring strong winds. In a 2015 survey, geologists discovered a basin zone with soil layers containing needle-shaped crystalline structures not previously recorded in deserts at similar latitudes. Thar supports a species of sand lizard that can adjust its pigmentation based on the light frequency reflected from the ground, a rare adaptive trait. Local stories describe faint light moving near deep sand grooves at night, which fades away without leaving any trace. A unique activity in Thar is walking across mobile dunes at dawn when the dry surface layer cracks into thin scales and produces soft, rhythmic snapping sounds with each step. The Dashi Kavier Desert stretches across central Iran. Known for its cracked clay surface and vast salt flats that form rare natural polygon patterns. One unusual feature is the desert's center, where a dry crust less than 12 inches thick covers highly saline wet clay, causing survey vehicles to sink despite a firm appearance. Scientists have documented long surface grid patterns extending hundreds of yards, shaped by strong evaporation and repeated ground expansion beneath salt layers. In some salt basins, thin salt ice layers appear at night without visible surface water, a rare phenomenon captured only by satellite images. Access to certain parts of the desert is still restricted today due to extreme ground instability and dangerous salinity levels for humans. Samarkand is located on a high plain with fertile alluvial soil and once supported ancient oasis farming through river water and underground channels. The name Samarkand dates back to ancient times, combining Samar and the Persian suffix Kand, meaning city, reflecting its role as an old urban center. The area once grew wheat, grapes, pomegranates, and temperate fruit trees, supported by traditional irrigation systems. A legend says a hidden underground library beneath Samarkand holds thousands of ancient manuscripts in different languages, though no clear evidence has ever been found. Many archaeologists still consider it one of the city's unsolved mysteries. For over 2,500 years, Samarkand served as a major center of learning and trade under empires like Persia, Greece, and Timur, playing a key role on the Silk Road connecting east and west. The Alai Valley lies at high altitude, surrounded by sharply divided mountain ranges, with alpine grasslands, glaciers, and U-shaped cliffs formed by glacial erosion. It is home to rare animals like snow leopards, mountain sheep, and golden eagles, along with plants that survive cold and low oxygen at over 9,800 feet. Researchers found polygonal rock blocks scattered on slopes without signs of erosion, raising questions about their natural origin. Some areas have shown abnormal compass readings and temporary disorientation during movement, with no clear explanation. Visitors can go trekking, examine sediment layers, explore the strange rock formations, and assist in terrain surveys with expert field teams. Phenom Koulen National Park in northern Cambodia features an east-west sandstone mountain range that serves as the source of major streams and waterfalls flowing toward the Angkor Plains. A unique feature is the riverbeds carved with hundreds of submerged geometric shapes and linga symbols known as the Thousand Linga, though their origin and tools remain undocumented. In a 2007 survey, researchers discovered a flat stone platform over 260 feet long hidden in the forest, with regularly spaced circular holes every 2.1 feet, but no visible link to any surviving structure. High points within the park have yielded ancient pottery fragments lying in shallow soil at summits where no permanent settlements are known, suggesting temporary ritual use or resting stations yet to be fully studied. Alexandria, located on the Mediterranean coast, was a major center of knowledge and maritime trade in the ancient world, built on a base of coral limestone mixed with marine sediment, creating a unique geological foundation. A key technical feature is that ancient port structures were built directly onto submerged rock platforms, using recycled stone columns and flat foundations from earlier ruins. In a 2004 underwater survey, researchers found rectangular stone blocks about 50 feet offshore, with cuts so smooth that the seams are nearly invisible, suggesting an unknown surface finishing technique. Some remains of ancient piers show signs of sea current channels that helped relieve wave pressure and stabilize foundations under changing tides. Stone inscriptions recovered from the seabed show carvings nearly 0.6 inches deep, with no signs of natural erosion, raising questions about the durability of the base material. Many sunken columns have retained their original axial alignment despite earthquakes and seafloor shifts, indicating highly precise reinforcement methods not fully documented in historical records. The Murwi Archipelago in southern Myanmar consists of over 800 islands in the Andaman Sea, known for its blend of primary rainforest, limestone coasts, and shallow coral reef systems. Many islands feature symmetric, sawtooth-shaped coastlines, with headlands projecting at 150-foot intervals, a pattern not explained by typical erosion models. A 2004 study recorded circular brackish lakes hidden in dense forest interiors with no visible inlets or outlets, suggesting isolated underground water systems beneath the islands. Some nearby coral reefs grow in spiral clusters rather than irregular masses, despite stable light and current conditions, and this pattern remains unexplained. Several islands are still unnamed and lack full survey data, leaving much of the region's geological and ecological potential largely unexplored. The Zagros Mountains stretch along eastern Iraq and feature complex folded rock formations forming long trenches and nearly parallel cliffs extending for hundreds of miles. Many enclosed valleys here contain water-filled basins year-round, despite lacking visible inflow or outflow, raising questions about undiscovered underground streams. A 2004 geological survey found a rock face with evenly spaced arc-shaped grooves located about 26 feet above the ground, stretching over 160 feet, with no tool marks, leaving its origin unknown. Deciduous forests in the highlands show clear vertical vegetation zones, with some plants growing only on certain slopes, indicating wind and sunlight-driven micro-ecological patterns. Some eroded limestone surfaces expose natural hexagonal crack patterns spread evenly across sloped ground, with no confirmed explanation for their distribution. Many caves in the mountains feature deep passages that end abruptly at smooth rock walls, with no openings or collapsed traces, adding to the mystery of the mountain's internal structure. Damascus is considered one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, with a network of ancient streets and overlapping architectural layers from Roman, Byzantine, and early Islamic periods. A major feature is the underground stone water system stretching thousands of feet, with arched pressure tunnels and evenly spaced access wells, indicating advanced hydraulic engineering. In a 2006 survey, researchers found a sealed stone corridor beneath the southern foundation, containing engraved slabs with symbolic patterns that do not match known religious or administrative symbols in the region. Inside ancient shrines, some painted walls have developed semi-gloss surfaces that reflect light at angles, suggesting the use of rare mineral-based paint techniques. At key intersections in the Old Quarter, street pavers are interlaid in offset layers to appear level even on subtly sloped surfaces, showing visual correction in construction methods. Some ancient walls still show deep triangular engravings arranged in axial alignment, with no confirmed function, leading to unverified theories about their purpose in the overall structure. The Sulu Sea lies in the southwestern part of the Philippines and is enclosed by major island groups, forming a basin with sharply varied depth. The seafloor features steep cone-shaped sinkholes, some of which cannot be measured with standard sonar due to unstable signal returns. In a 2007 study, scientists recorded a mid-depth water layer with unusually high density that did not sink as expected, suggesting unknown chemical components. This area supports a rich, deep-sea ecosystem, including bioluminescent species such as a jellyfish that lacks light-sensing organs yet navigates accurately in darkness. Local accounts mention a vertical water column rising in the open sea, rotating upward before vanishing without leaving any trace. A standout experience is diving along the deep reef edges, where participants can observe slow-drifting clusters of glowing organisms moving through the darkness at great depth. China is not only famous for its historical structures, but also possesses countless natural wonders hidden among the mountains and forests and remote lands. These beautiful landscapes are located deep in valleys, plateaus, and remote areas that few people have ever set foot on. Some places have such a wild beauty that people can't believe they actually exist on Earth. Many wonders still retain their original features, not yet exploited for tourism or affected by humans. They show a side of China that feels mysterious, authentic, and unforgettable, offering a glimpse into both its wild nature and rich culture. Are you ready to embark on a journey to discover the natural masterpieces that the world has forgotten in China? Hukou Waterfall is one of China's most unique natural wonders, where a wide river suddenly narrows and drops about 66 feet, like water pouring from a teapot. During the rainy season, the waterfall can expand over 160 feet wide, sending roaring white water down in a breathtaking scene. The thunderous sound of falling water fills the air, letting visitors feel nature's wild and mighty power. Ancient people believed it was a dragon's vein, a place full of sacred energy where a divine dragon once lived. The sound of the waterfall is like a call from the heavens, touching something sacred deep in the heart. The ancient village of Wuyuan is known for houses that are over 300 years old, built with traditional materials like wood stone and tea oil mixed earth to resist moisture and insects. Some rooftops were covered with stone tiles by hand, and building a large roof took several years using carefully placed tiles one by one. During times of conflict, wealthy families built secret corridors underground to connect houses, allowing hidden movement, and parts of this system still exist today. Each house has an open skylight running from the roof to the courtyard to let in sunlight and provide natural ventilation all year round. Old wells in the village still give clean drinking water without filtration because they reach stable deep water sources. Some wooden doors are carved with old symbols that are not part of any known Chinese script, making researchers suspect they are signs from a lost writing system. Under one house, a layer of buried yellow bricks was found and is believed to be treasure hidden during times of unrest that was never officially recorded. Drakyurpa Caves are located at about 133,000 feet high on a steep rock cliff, overlooking valleys and surrounding snowy mountains. This is a sacred cave complex carved into stone walls with narrow paths linking caves and ancient Buddha shrines that remain mostly intact. According to legend, it was a retreat for enlightened masters and kings who believed meditating here could lead to full spiritual awakening. There are no clear written records of when these caves were built, so the original purpose and history remain a mystery to archaeologists. Studies show that the caves were made by hand tools with support domes and natural air circulation to regulate temperature in dry, cold conditions. Despite weather erosion, most of the cave structures have stayed intact for hundreds of years, showing deep geological knowledge and sustainable building skill. Carnis Lake is a freshwater lake in the high mountains with a depth reaching about 620 feet, and its watercolor changes several times a year. One mysterious event includes waves up to 6 feet high, appearing on calm days, sometimes with fast-moving unknown objects recorded under the surface. A local legend says a huge creature about 33 feet long lives in the lake and once pulled down livestock, though no science confirms it. Some underwater sound sensors recorded low-frequency noises that do not match common animal or mechanical sounds. In winter, when the lake freezes, spiral cracks have appeared on the ice as if something moved under the frozen surface. Some visitors reported feeling disoriented while moving across the lake, even in calm and clear weather conditions. Namso Lake is one of the highest saltwater lakes in the world, located at about 15,400 feet, with a surface area of over 740 square miles. Its deep blue water changes with light and weather, clearly reflecting the sky and surrounding mountain peaks. What makes it mysterious is the water level changing without seasonal patterns and strange events like sudden large waves or thick fog. Some ancient records say people once lived near the lake, but no clear remains of buildings or social systems have been found. Because of cold weather and tough terrain, access to many lake areas is very limited, which has delayed surveys for a long time. Although many things are still unknown, Namso Lake holds great value for geological, spiritual, and historical studies in this vast highland region. Jauguan Fortress was built in the 14th century on the western frontier of ancient China, located in a desert region with extreme climate and has walls about 33 feet high, stretching more than 2,000 feet. This structure was not only a military fortress, but also marked the last boundary of Chinese civilization before entering vast and unknown lands. What makes it mysterious are old records saying that many groups of travelers left through the gate and were never seen again, raising questions about lost routes or forgotten civilizations. Some ancient texts even describe underground tunnels or hidden structures beneath the surface, but no official surveys have confirmed these claims due to limited access. The area is now strictly protected, which makes it difficult for researchers to release or even conduct detailed investigations openly. Still, Jauguan remains a historically important site that witnessed centuries of migration, trade activities, and political transformations in the Eastern world. Yidi village lies in a narrow valley surrounded by limestone mountains and forests, with streams and canals winding through to form a balanced and unique natural setting. The whole layout follows the shape of the character Ba, dividing the area into small house clusters, linked by narrow paths and flowing water. More than 100 old houses, hundreds of years old, still have wood and stone structures, tiled roofs, and special air vents, but no plans or records exist about who built them or when. Many homes show traces of religious, academic, or administrative use, but no documents confirm their original purpose. Some theories suggest the village was home to a closed intellectual or noble group whose role was erased from official records. Full surveys are still limited due to preservation rules, and most existing data has not been widely released. Shidi is rare proof of a planned traditional settlement that has lasted over 500 years, with its architecture, water system, and way of life mostly unchanged. Fenju Bridge was built in a mountainous and rugged area where fast-flowing rivers and thick fog make transportation difficult all year round. This is a unique covered bridge that is not only used for crossing the river, but also for shelter, resting, and hosting community events during long, rainy seasons. The bridge is made entirely of large wooden logs, joined using traditional mortise techniques without modern nails or glue, yet it remains durable over time. The roof is covered with clay tiles that allow fast water drainage and protect the walking surface well during periods of extended rainfall. People often hold ancestral worship ceremonies on the bridge to pray for peace and strengthen community bonds on important occasions. Though it serves transportation purposes, many scholars believe the bridge also symbolizes ancient people's organizational ability and advanced building knowledge. Wuzhen is located in a river plain with many canals and waterways, creating a special natural setting for the development of a water-based town. Its architecture features old stone bridges, black-tiled wooden houses, and white walls, reflecting in the water that have lasted for hundreds of years. The mystery is that no old maps record the full layout of Wuzhen, even though its water routes and homes are very well organized. No one knows exactly when the town was fully built, or why many old buildings still survive in near original form. Some scholars think it may have once been a major trade or government center that was removed from official records. Studying Wuzhen's full history is hard due to lack of formal data and limited access to old parts of the town. Still, Wuzhen proves how ancient people adapted to water environments and kept stable architecture and trade across generations without major changes. The Bezeklik Caves are a large Buddhist cave complex carved into dry mountain cliffs, creating a remote and majestic natural setting. With dozens of chambers and ancient murals, over 1,000 years old, the site is a cultural treasure combining faith, art, and the natural world. What makes the site mysterious is the destruction or sudden loss of many wall paintings and many Buddha statues missing their heads without clear reason. Some theories suggest it was once a thriving Buddhist civilization that declined or relocated due to cultural conflicts, but proof is still lacking. Research is also limited by weather damage, serious deterioration, and strict preservation policies that prevent full access. Despite these limits, the Bezeklik Caves hold major historical value as a symbol of past religious exchange, artistic brilliance, and ancient connections between East and Central Asia. Shan Quarry holds 3 massive stone blocks carved during the Ming Dynasty, including one called the largest stone stele in the world. Historical records say the stones were carved to make a commemorative stele, but the real reason is still debated today. All the blocks have flat, smooth, and square surfaces that show advanced stone carving skills beyond the simple tools of that time. There are no signs that any of the stones were ever moved, even though the terrain is complex and dangerous. Local legends say that spirits prevented the stones from being moved, and the project was left unfinished forever. These facts make Shan Quarry one of the most mysterious and unexplained archaeological sites in China. Guhua Caves is a complex of over 350 ancient caves carved directly into a vertical cliff, with many located over 98 feet high without ancient safety systems. There are no official records confirming who built them or which era they belong to, making their origin a major mystery. Some caves have advanced features like windows, air holes, and natural ventilation systems, showing impressive ancient building skills. Some caves go over 33 feet deep, with hidden levels underground, suggesting complex interior use. Researchers believe this site was used for shelter or defense during times of conflict. Some stone slabs are carved with unknown symbols, not matching any known ancient script. Hong Kun village was designed in the full shape of a buffalo, with village roads as its spine, the lake as its stomach, and waterways as its veins, showing rare ancient planning. An underground water system over 1,300 feet long, built centuries ago, still works today, flowing through each household to supply fresh water and regulate air naturally. The half-moon-shaped lake in the village was designed to reflect moonlight, following the old feng shui idea of round sky and square earth. Some ancient wells still give safe drinking water without filtration, thanks to the stone base that naturally resists bacteria. Many old houses still keep wooden doors, carved with dragon and phoenix patterns using golden ratio, designs showing peak traditional craftsmanship. Several long walls were built, using a mix of limestone and rice paste, an old waterproof material that has been lost over time. Some house foundations were found with buried valuable metal items believed to be hidden assets during times of chaos. Shenong Jia Valley is located in high mountains ranging from 1,000 feet to over 9,000 feet in elevation, creating a rare multi-layered ecosystem. This region is home to thousands of animal and plant species, including many that are not yet identified and still under scientific study. According to legend, Shenong, the father of Chinese agriculture, once picked herbs here and died after tasting a poisonous plant. Many people claim to see a strange creature called the Chinese Yeti, which led to several scientific expeditions without clear results. Deep caves and strange magnetic signals have been found in the area, suggesting ancient communities or rituals may have once existed there. The ecosystem is protected using advanced technology and strict environmental controls to preserve the natural state of this rare forest. Kaiping Daolu is a unique defensive architectural complex built since the late 1800s by returned overseas Chinese, with over 1,800 towers from 3 to 9 floors made of reinforced concrete to resist bandits and floods. Some towers were equipped with steel doors, shooting holes, manual pulley systems to lift people upward, and underground rainwater tanks to survive for days under siege. Even more surprisingly, many towers used cement, imported from the United States and Europe, rare at that time, showing early access to advanced technologies by overseas Chinese communities. These towers were also designed with blended Western architectural styles like Gothic, Baroque, and Romanesque, creating a strange image in the middle of the rural landscape. Several towers included light reflection systems to signal across towers when danger appeared. Though many towers are now deteriorating, around 30% are still well preserved and serve as living proof of cultural and technical exchange between East and West. Today, their old and mysterious appearance has led many film crews to choose this site for movie scenes, helping bring the historical value of Kaiping Daolu to the world. Jiaohe ruins sit on a high land between two river branches, protected by steep cliffs and deep-cut terrain that made the site hard to reach. The entire ancient city was carved directly from bedrock, with no bricks or mortar used, forming a unified system of streets, homes, and public buildings. What makes the site mysterious is that its entire population disappeared suddenly around the 14th century without any clear explanation or trace. Some historical records mention war, disease, or natural disaster, but no archaeological proof confirms these theories. Many areas within the ruins remain unexcavated due to strict preservation rules, and some historical documents have not yet been declassified or publicly released. Despite this, Jiaohe is one of the oldest surviving earthen cities and offers great value in studying urban development, ancient life, and its strategic role in connecting the Western world with ancient China. Furong Cave is in an ancient limestone mountain area located at about 2,300 feet high, with a length of more than 1 mile and a rare 3-level structure. The cave are hundreds of strange-shaped stalactites and stalagmites, and many stone columns reach of, formed by dripping water over thousands of years. Some stone columns look like people or temple pillars, leading some to believe the cave was once used for ancient rituals. Geological studies show the cave formed by limestone dissolving over a long time, but the underground river system has not been fully explored. Footprints and carved steps deep inside the cave make researchers suspect the presence of ancient humans. The tourist path uses LED lights, raised walkways, and humidity sensors to protect the cave while allowing safe and effective visits. The Taozi site is one of the oldest ancient cultural centers in China, dating back about 4,000 years. It is known for a circular structure made of earth about 130 feet wide, aligned with the sun's position during key times of the year. Today, the Taozi site is considered rare proof of an early state and scientific thinking in the early history of China. Singh Dwey is one of the strangest archaeological discoveries in China, with thousands of bronze, gold, and jade items found in deep burial pits. Many statues have strange designs like long faces, big bulging eyes, and gold masks that are nearly 20 inches wide, showing a unique style. No writing has been found, and all items were broken before burial, which may be part of an ancient ritual with unknown meaning. Bronze statues up to 8 feet tall were cast in one piece and did not change shape, proving advanced metalwork far ahead of its time. Some experts think Singh Dwey belonged to a separate civilization, not linked to the Shang or Zhou dynasties. Local legends say this was once home to sky people with big eyes who lived apart from humans and shared strange knowledge. Alai ancient city lies between the Kingshu Mountains and Hongy Lake, creating a unique setting with mountain and lake symmetry. It was once the political center of the ancient Dali kingdom and played a key role in historical trade routes. Structures like stone walls, gates, and wooden houses used advanced joining methods, that could resist earthquakes and support drainage. Some city gates followed a three-door layout that helped both in defense and daily movement. Many local legends say the area was protected by gods, and rituals for peace were held regularly in the past. To this day, no one knows who planned the city's strict feng shui layout, which keeps researchers curious. Compressed earth was used in foundations, allowing buildings to last hundreds of years without collapsing. The Nanu King mausoleum was built inside a limestone mountain at about 200 feet above ground, with more than 700 green stones forming 13 connected chambers. Many artifacts, such as gold seals, jade swords, and Central Asian items, show this place was once part of international trade routes. A legend says the buried king had northern royal roots, but ruled the south by accepting and respecting local beliefs. The burial customs combine Han and Bayou traditions, showing a unique double cultural identity. The tomb was built with precisely cut stones, fitted without mortar, and included drainage systems to stop water damage. This is one of the rare ancient tombs that remained untouched by grave robbers for many centuries. Yinchi Temple is an ancient structure over 1,000 years old and is famous for its clay statue of a Holy Mother that is about 900 years old and still intact. The main roof uses a complex system of 12 stacked beam layers without a central column, creating a wide and open interior space. Another unique feature is the old well that never runs dry even though it has no visible water source. Some of the supporting columns made from Nanmu wood are about 26 feet tall and still show clear wood grain after many centuries. The human statues inside the temple are arranged so that when you stand at the center, their eyes seem to follow you. A wooden dragon relief about 30 feet long was carved by hand and remains sharp without using paint. Many curved roof tiles are designed to direct rainwater away from the foundation and prevent damage. Fukuian Lake is one of the deepest freshwater lakes in China, with a depth of about 508 feet. And is known for its unusually clear water. In 2001, archaeologists discovered an underwater structure made of large stone blocks arranged like steps and straight walls. Some of these blocks have square cuts and signs of precise shaping, suggesting the use of advanced construction techniques. No records in history books mention this place, and the identity of the builders remains unknown. During surveys, researchers recorded strange magnetic changes at the lake's bottom that affected compasses and electronic equipment. Some divers reported sudden headaches and disorientation when approaching the submerged stone area. In rare cases of extreme water recession, parts of the ancient stone base briefly appeared above the surface before being submerged again.